Hey, 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 welcome back, Virgo. I'm going to do a general message for you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Laura. Now, know that energy is fluid, rules could be reversed, never force anything. Just take what you need, leave the rest. All right. Now, also, if you're new to the channel, anything that you need to know about the channel, you can find in the description box, such as important links to my website, Patreon, um, merchandise, you name it, you'll find it there. All right, I'm just gonna jump right on in, and we always start off with the Psychic Soul Healer deck. You can get your deck, and the link is in the description box. Okay. What's so great about this deck is that it comes with an oracle book, a healing oracle book that has all different techniques for healing the shadow aspect of ourselves. And the shadow is what blocks us from receiving love. And that love might come in the form of abundance. It might come in the form of, again, just happiness, overall passion, right? When you're holding negative energy, that's why it's really important to surround yourself with high vibe people, because your environment a lot of times creates your reality. And it does so because your behaviorisms and habits would obviously be a lot different if you're around positive people, uplifting people. This is why it's important. All right. You are the creator of your life. But the first step is to become aware of what's blocking you, to know what your wounds are, and also to know what your gifts are. And understand once you heal a spiritual wound, it turns to a gift. You integrate the spiritual lesson, and that's by doing something different. Most people do the same thing over and over, especially when we're afraid of something, right? We get stuck and frozen, and then we can't think. So it's important to know yourself very well. This way you don't act from a place of emotion. We don't want to do that, especially if we're like handling our business, our finances, or even an area that just it's not appropriate. We have to find our balance. And our balance a lot of times means we have to be able to know when we can act on our emotion and when we can take it into consideration and when like we can't. And if somebody is showing us constantly, again, bad behaviorisms, we can feel that they love us, but it doesn't matter because they're wounded, and not until they heal themselves can they offer you a healthy relationship. Okay. Now let's just see what's going on. All right. Nervousness. Anxiety. I'm feeling that you have anxiety about Virgo, about bumping into a soulmate or seeing a soulmate or having to even talk to that soulmate. And I feel like that soulmate is really nervous to see you too. So there's mirroring going on, automatically feeling that energy. Again, self-denying. Now, no, if you're going to sit there, Virgo, and not receive anything and wait for a person, then you're self-denying yourself. I feel like the person that you're connected to is dealing with a lot of other issues in their life. So it's not that they don't have feelings for you, but I feel like they thought that whatever that they were going to be doing would have been done by now. That's what I'm trying to say. Intrusive. Yeah, but they're around somebody that's very intrusive, very controlling, very manipulative. And I feel like they're highly sensitive, so part of them doesn't know how to deal with that. And I also feel like there there's a lot riding on it. Like maybe this intrusive person is a business partner or a parent, or again, some significant person in their life that doesn't allow them to set boundaries easily, not without a fight, not allows them to do what they want with their time, their energy, possibly again because a lot of money is involved, is what I'm really feeling. Again, cruel, yeah. Like this person is like, I'm feeling more greedy, but they're not being nice to, again, the person that you're connected to. Now, mind you, this also could be that they're connected to some karmic person that could have been an ex, and it could want money. It could reference whatever they're going through. It could be a past relationship that didn't work out and they're dealing with that. It could be a business. It could be, again, something that, this is so scary for your person because they based their identity on money. And it seemed from the outside world that this person did very well. And I'm not saying that they don't do well, but they don't do as well as they say that they do. They created the facade, and now the house of cards is actually crumbling down. And because, again, if it's the business, everyone's asking for their money back. Everyone wants their money back. This person has to pay them to get out of their business. And sometimes this happens when there's a divorce that goes on, right? Again, when there's a divorce and there's a business, well, now your person only has half a business. The person that goes through the divorce usually only winds up with half their business or part of their business because it's expensive to divorces. And so that is really why I feel like the person that's connected to your person is cruel. So this says a lot about your person. Again, detached. So again, detached means emotionally detached. And that happens from trauma. So I feel like your person has bad experiences with relationships. So the connection that you have with them is terrifying to them, number one. And they're going through, again, some karmic thing, whether it was they were married or it was a living situation, but somebody has a lot of pull within their life. And they're being very cruel, possibly because I'm feeling as if your person never really cared as much for this person, and the karmic gave a lot. And so being that they gave a lot, they expect a lot, and they're not making it easy for them in the process of this divorce. That's what I'm feeling. So this is the overall energy that's driving your reading. So if you don't feel your person around, it's because they're dealing with something huge. Again, that's karmic. It's not, it's again going to break your person. It's going to, whatever ego they might have had when you met them, that you're not going to experience that with them now. Let's look and see what the hidden truths are. How did they feel about you, Virgo? How did they feel with you? I'm starting to understand our connection. Well, I think, again, your person definitely undervalued your connection because, again, they dealt with living with someone or being attached to somebody that, you know, wasn't emotionally giving them, was keeping their energy down purposely for their benefit. This is also embarrassing for your person to have to come and tell you because they perceive you to have your life all together. And they've tried to walk away from this relationship several times. And I feel like you have too, Virgo, but you may be spiritual where you're like, I understand soulmate twin flame. And even though they may, I don't want to deal with that because they're, again, never give me as much. And I feel like your person never understood your connection until now. It took this shit show for them to understand because they had a big ego. They were hiding behind the material of what they had so that, again, it looked like they had it all together, but they were empty inside, empty, attached to somebody that they didn't really love. They had memories. And so there is some sort of emotion there, but it's not the passion that you want to. Your person feels like they settled. They're not happy. They keep themselves down. And not to mention, when we evolve, what we don't like a lot of times, the same things that we used to like. And that includes people, because not everyone evolves at the same rate. So again, they're starting to understand, they're understanding the difference, obviously, between you and the people that they, again, have wound up with, because the people that they wind up with create huge problems in their life. They're codependent. And then when your person wants their freedom and wants a little bit, they can't. So your person has this issue where they believe that a relationship is all or nothing. And they're not satisfied with that, because that's not the type of person that they are. Now, that doesn't mean that they want to be in 1,000 different relationships. What it means is they don't want to be codependent anymore. So the problem is that when you've allowed people to depend on you, and you change the dynamic of that relationship, it causes a lot of fear, which is why your person is also nervous, because it's, again, they've self-denied themselves way too much because of intrusive energy that makes them feel bad about themselves. But really, it's your person that is the business savvy. It's everyone's riding on your person. And that could be, again, other family members. It could be other business people, including the karmic. So understand, it's relationships that have been established a long time ago. And your person was working and evolving and becoming someone else, because that's inevitably what happens when you're on your path. And these relationships don't really fit in their life anymore, because, again, they are a low vibration. They're depending on your person for their survival, on the back of your person, not caring that your person's not happy. And so it's a real, like, it's where now your person has to, they have to stand up for themselves. They have to, it doesn't matter that this is negative energy. They have to be strong enough to do so. They have to walk through the fire. So I feel like while all this has been going on, Virgo, you've been out there hustling, making something work, and they're watching you from afar, and they're like, I'm still connected. I tried to end this because I obviously don't want to tell Virgo the shit show that I'm in, and I never had a relationship before. I mean, that's deep on an emotional level. I could keep it like surface and passion, like, and that's it. But they can't with you. I look for you everywhere. That's what I'm telling you. It's, again, they're like, they miss you. They miss you because you were different. But they didn't realize it when they had it. And now I feel like they're like, oh my God, like, they never thought, whatever they were in, they never thought that it was going to last this long, or that it was going to go down this way. I'll tell you that. Because even though, again, I'm feeling like they broke away from the karmic still has a lot to say, because they're involved in their business. They have, again, divorced. I took half. Part of it's mine. You need to pay these people off. You're going to stay right here. You're going to do what I say, because the karmic knows that there's someone else. They can feel, because they're detached, and they're detached. They're there, but they're, again, mentally and emotionally not there, because they don't want to be there. Again, so I also feel like your person may drink or smoke a lot of pot in order to deal with the situation. I love you. So again, they realized in this that they really have strong feelings. Now, is it 100% balanced? No. It's because, again, they're not balanced. So they think that they're balanced when, I'm feeling that they are going to come to you before I even pull a card. I just feel it. So I like, when they come to you, it's not that they don't care. It's that they're imbalanced, that they're nervous, they're scattered, they're afraid, they're all over the place. So it's not that they don't love, but it doesn't matter. So how should you deal with this? And what are your feelings on it? What are your hidden truths about them? What are your hidden truths about them? Let's see. Because they're obsessed now, looking for you everywhere, understanding the connection now, realizing it, like I said, it's a big deal, a huge deal. Woo, that's 2 minutes, I thought. I want to pick them back up though, because again, I want to know what the hidden truths are, how you feel, Virgo. Okay, do we have them all? Yes, okay. See. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I love you unconditionally. So again, this is soulmate twin flame connection, which makes sense because I don't think that your person would be strong enough to get out of this. They were in this for a long time. They live detached. They probably drink a lot, again, do smoke pot a lot in order to deal with it. Because again, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to be very intrusive. I'm going to be, again, cruel to you. So again, they just stayed where they were self-denying themselves. Like I'm saying in this connection, I'm saying attached to these people. And I actually think that the karmic is an ex, that again, the divorce is, again, they didn't want to leave because they knew on some level, their finances were going to be really messed up and their life was going to change. They just didn't realize to the extent. So you love them unconditionally. So I'm going to leave that there, Virgo, because I think that pretty much says it all. Actually, should have pulled just one more for the health of the relationship because I feel like it's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell. This person is all over the place. And again, their intention is that, and that you love them unconditionally. And when two people love each other unconditionally, and this is twin flame soulmate type of relationship, both parties are going to find a way to work it out. There, and possibly I'm feeling that the message, to be honest with you, is forgiveness. So if you're someone that has a very hard time with forgiving people, and maybe because you grew up in an environment that was not forgiving to you, that's usually why. So it's, again, we close down our heart. We're afraid that we're going to get hurt again. So this situation, twin flame soulmate connection, is teaching you how to forgive, because your person isn't doing anything wrong. They're just not strong within themselves. But I know that that would trigger you, Virgo. So you're going to have to be patient with this person. I believe that spirit, again, this is a divine connection, one that will help both of you transcend the limitations of your mind that were created from trauma. That's what I feel. I didn't believe in myself or in you. I let my low self-worth ruin our love. I want us to heal together. What did I just say? That's why it was like, I have to pull another card. Why? I'm telling you, again, spirit brought you both together, this soulmate twin flame relationship together. That's going to be really hot, really passionate, really fiery. But again, it's going to trigger you. It's going to pull out every single trauma. It's going to make you look at it. You're going to want to rip this person's head off sometimes. You're going to be all, but you can't walk away, because that's what unconditional love is. That's what God is, unconditional love. And what God is brought this divine connection together, again, to teach you both. And it could be teaching your person, this is unconditional love, because they're saying, I still feel something for her, and I know she does me. I know that, because if that ESP connection never breaks, it's a combination between thought and emotion, transcend time and space. Is how we do mediumship. So understand it can never be broken. And so, but it, again, like I said, make your person evolve to, again, have confidence and not be so nervous to, again, stand up for themselves, set boundaries. No, this is my life. And for you, Virgo, to forgive. That's why this divine union is going to work. And now I'm going to leave it there. Now, if you like this video and you want to win a free reading with me, in order to enter into winning a free reading, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it. I mean, you get extra karmic points if you share it. But then if you write the word forgiveness, we're going to use the word forgiveness today, forgiveness, in your comment bar, and you see that I have written back, to you that you've won. Well, now, I just say winner underneath. All you got to do is reach out to me at pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com so we can figure out a good time that works for the both of us. Because I like to do all live streams, all free readings, all those raffles, whatever I'm giving away, whether it's a reading, a card deck, whatever it is. I like to do it live. Why? So that there's no discrepancies, and especially if it's a reading. If it's a reading, again, it's not just beneficial to me because I get to, show everyone that I'm giving a reading and people enjoy it. But it's also, for the winner, obviously, because they're getting the reading, they're getting the knowledge. And the knowledge, if they apply it, is going to heal them, because that's how we integrate spiritual wounds and spiritual gifts. But any random person, whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, because they'll say, oh, this reading is for this week to this week, but Spirit has no time. So you might have gotten the reading at that time, but Spirit has no time. And what you'll notice is you'll get a reading and something won't happen until like 5 years later, 3 years later. But it may look like it's right here to the psychic. It's what's relevant in your life is what's going to come out within a reading. So if the person's obsolete, they're not really going to be in your life long, that person, you could be asking about that person, but that person most likely is not going to show up in your reading. It's going to show up as like just like nothing. Or again, if you're lucky, it's going to show up as nothing. But usually it goes, again, it was insignificant. So like I said, if you're hearing the message, and on anyone's, whenever you hear it, you were supposed to hear it, is what I'm getting at. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.